Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya Cortez, and on this channel I talk about everything foundation and complexion for more mature skin. So listen, today we are going to be talking about the new Lisa Eldridge foundation, and it is called The Foundation. I'm excited to show you guys what this looks like, and if you guys want to see what this looks like, then you stay tuned. Roll the credits. Guys, so I'm excited to show you guys this foundation today and what it looks like. This is the Lisa Eldridge foundation, and it's called The Foundation. Okay, opens like this. Ooh. It opens like this, and it has this little card here inside that keeps it standing up. But it basically goes in the container like this. Okay, so it's no way for it to stand up on its own, but there is a little divot in the back here for you to be able to lay it flat. But this is what it looks like. Now let me give you the vitals. So I didn't see exactly a ton of vitals in which the ones that I'm normally used to giving, but I do believe that it is $44, and I'll put it all below just to be on the safe side, but I do believe that it's $49 or $44, and it has around 40 shades. It seems to be very inclusive for the first launch. Now Lisa Eldridge, she is a makeup artist. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her, but from my understanding, she is a makeup artist, and this is her first foundation. She has some lip glosses and some lipsticks already in her line, but she just added this. Now this is alcohol free, I do know that, and yeah, and it's a medium coverage, a medium natural finish, and it is very buildable. So okay, so if you've never been to my channel, let me tell you what my mature skin is. Of course I have mature skin. I have hyperpigmentation, I have fine lines, I have lots of texture, lots of pores, and that is my mature skin. I got it in the shade, I got it in the shade 26. Now they do give you can go on the website and get, there's a little sample card, and I cannot find it. I hope I didn't throw it away, but there's a full sample card that you can get it in between medium, deep, you know, those kind of things, and it has 4 different shades in the categories in which you can try them. And so it was really, really helpful because I was able to get the little swatches and kind of see which one worked the best for my skin. And there was a couple that I felt like could work, but I just wasn't quite sure. And you know, it's not like I could just go take it back. So for me to do that, I would have had to send this back and then order another one and all that. So I kind of tried to go with the best one that I could. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. Now, before we do, let me tell you this. I have worn this 2 days in a row, okay? So today I'm gonna show this to you guys with a brush. And now, I'm not going to do a sponge, and I'm going to tell you why. What I'm going to do is, as usual, I'm going to swatch it, and so you guys can see. Now, just so that you know, this is a really short pump. When you pump it, it doesn't give you the full range of a normal pump of foundation. This pump is equivalent to half a pump in a regular foundation. So if you see what I'm saying, this is the full pump of this foundation. And you guys know that my face is a little larger than normal. So of course I had to put a nice amount of pumps on just to get enough for me to, so this is, okay, now that I got it in my eyebrows. Okay, so this is 3 pumps, 3 short pumps. So I'm gonna say it's equivalent to 1.5 pumps. All right, so I'm not gonna split this up because I'm not gonna use a sponge. I'm going to use this brush because I think, now she does say that you can use any, that you can use a sponge or a brush, but I think I like this with a brush. So let's get this in. Okay, so as you guys can see, it is very, already it is very skin-like. It's just really just blending into my skin. Okay. All right, so this is the first layer. And I don't have any concealer or anything on, so as you can see, but this is the first layer. And as you guys can see, this really looks very skin-like. This looks very, very skin-like. So right now you can see the hyperpigmentation coming through. You can see the hyperpigmentation. The texture looks the same. It doesn't look like it is accenting any texture right now. But let's try and build it up just a little bit more. And I'm gonna take, and as you can see, it really took all the pumps that I had. A little bit more. So let's just do this to see how much we can build this up and make it, and let it still look natural. Because she does say to build it lightly. So layer at a time instead of one great big pump. So let's get this in. All right, so this is the second layer. All right, this is the second layer. And let me turn down the lights. You guys know the procedure so that we can see what this looks like in almost natural light. Okay, and I do have a light right here. I have a light right here and my ring light is here. So I'm gonna turn the ring light off. Okay, so this is what this is looking like without the ring light. And it still looks very, very natural, right? Looks very natural. Now, you can still see a little bit of the hyperpigmentation, but you know what? I'm okay with what this looks like. Now, it also says that it's self-setting, so that you don't need, you know, to set it with any powder. But, and you can clearly see as it's drying down, it actually, you really don't, it looks like you really don't need any powder. It looks really good on the texture and the pores. It really does. I have raised moles, so of course there's nothing too much I can do about those, but it is looking really good on the texture. It really is. Okay, so because I want to set this a little bit, I'm going to set it with a really light powder. Okay. So I'm going to set it with the Dior Backstage powder, no powder, but very, very little. Very little. I'm going to put it down here because I don't have any concealer on yet. So I'm just going to put it. Okay, so that's what that looks like with just a little bit of setting. I didn't want to put, okay, so this is where So let me put a little bit of concealer on my face and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so let me give you my thoughts, okay? This is absolutely a beautiful foundation. And you know what, on camera, I don't even think it does it any justice. I don't even think that you guys could really see the full effect of the foundation. It is absolutely beautiful. But this is what I'm going to say. All right, so the first day I wore this foundation, I applied it with a sponge. Okay, so of course you know that if you use a sponge, it's going to give you a little bit lighter coverage, that kind of thing. So I used that, and I kind of used a couple layers, but I used it with a sponge. So I noticed about after 6 or 7 hours or so, or something like that, it started to fade. Okay, now mind you, I used it with a regular, actually I used it with this moisturizer, and this is the Skin Fix Plus Barrier moisturizer, which is the best. This is one of the best moisturizers I've ever tried, just so that you guys know. I've been using it on my skin and it's making a difference. But so I used that, but I put the regular amount that I would normally put on there, and this did give me a shine. It did give me a little bit, I got a little bit more oily, like immediately after, maybe like 2 hours after. So I kind of just powdered it some more and called it a day, and kind of just touched up during the day. So I said, you know, okay, so there might be a learning curve, so let me try it a different way. So the next day I used moisturizer, but I didn't use as much, and I let it sit for about 10 minutes before I put any primer on or anything like that. The first day I used a normal primer. Okay, I used a normal primer. The second day, I used a normal primer. Okay, and now today, I have on no primer. Okay, so I did that on purpose just to see how it was going to work. So I didn't use a mattifying primer because I wanted to see exactly what the foundation was going to do on its own. So the second day, with the moisturizer a little toned down, powdered a little, just like the first day, I got about, I don't know, I was out all day till about 10 o'clock, and my face still looked amazing. Okay, and I used a brush this time, so of course the brush gave it more coverage, covered a little bit more of the hyperpigmentation, and I think, guys, it covers enough. Like, I really do. Like, it covers, you know, it pretty much does cover. And I will say, if you don't have a lot of hyperpigmentation, this is going to be absolutely beautiful on your skin. Even if you do, like, you know, even if you have as much as I do, this is a very pretty foundation. I think that all skin types can definitely wear this. I think this is amazing for her first launch. This just I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I like this better than the Dior Backstage, and you know that's my favorite. And I'm telling you guys, it was hard for me to say, but I honestly believe that I like this better because it gives me a little bit more oomph. And Backstage is a little bit more on the, I don't want to call it a skin tint, but it is a little more sheer, it seems to me. But this is just pretty. The finish of it, the texture of it is just really, really pretty. I don't know about the shade. I don't know if the shade is a little bit too warm. Let me know, because I don't know if it's just me, my lighting. Let me know if this is a little bit too warm, because if it is, I'm definitely going to exchange it for something else, because I still have the card where you can pick a couple. I think I do. I hope I didn't throw it away, but listen, my impression of this foundation is beautiful. I think everybody should get it, at least try it. Like I said, it's around $44, which is about the normal amount, you know, of any other higher end foundation. It's not a luxury foundation, but it is a higher end foundation, and I think it's around running in the same field, you know, with the prices of the other foundations. But guys, this is pretty. This is really pretty. Now, I really like this. And I haven't really, you know, I can kind of give a foundation a hard time. I'm just honest about it. And this one, I really do like. It looks very good on texture, and it wears very good on texture. As you guys can see, it literally blurred the pores and the texture. It really did. It blurred all of that, the pores, all of that. It just looks very smooth. Okay, it did not do, I mean, this is the thing, like my smile lines are there, so I can't say that it actually rested in there, but after a while, of course, foundation is going to just break up a little bit in your smile lines, maybe around your nose or something like that, but it still didn't do horrible. So guys, I hope you like it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments there. And remember, it all starts with the base. You guys stay safe. Bye.